think it's really important to be formally trained. Ultimately, playing music is a humanity, and it comes from inside, and it's you know, an art form rather than a science. But on the other hand, you can learn to be more articulate, and you can learn to be more clear about your expression if you have some sort of a formal training. I always tell students or people at drum clinics that if you don't have to be the world's greatest sight reader, but if you just understand reading rhythms as a drummer, it will really help you, because it puts a framework over this nebulous thing we just hear and feel that we call music. I feel I have to be prepared, and my teacher taught me to be prepared for whatever gets thrown your way. And that means the simplest stuff, groove-oriented, feel-oriented stuff, to the most complicated classical, rhythmic stuff that could be thrown at you. I feel the keyboard is a real important instrument for drummers to be familiar with, aside from, because it pretty much has everything. It's a percussion instrument, so you have rhythmic aspects, and it's also harmonic and melodic. And, I feel that instrument, plus it's related to percussion because of the mallet thing, so every drummer should try and learn scales and chords and basic theory so that they know and can relate better to the other members of the band. It's important that we know all the aspects of music, and then we try to apply those to the drum set as well. I'm pretty much a normal guy. TV is a big part of my life. Watch a lot of TV, do a lot of this. I go through a lot of phases, I get really intense in things, and then they cool off. And I've gone through a lot of these sorts of forays into different things. And I study scores and listen to Stravinsky and try and really read about the lives of composers. I like to collect fountain pens, restoring them, learning about how they work, and how I can fix them. I like reading. Lots of books have influenced me. If we're talking about drumming, stick control and syncopation and the Louis Bellson books, four-way coordination, I think are the big, four for me. If you're talking about philosophy, Joseph Campbell, Carl Jung, those guys have helped. If you're talking about literature, take your pick, At times I like people who write in a flowery way or a complex way, that make you look up words, because then you'll learn. And then at times I like guys who just strip it down, like Hemingway or John Grisham, like just write in sort of a journalistic fashion, and it's easy to read, but the thing is their story is so, got such a hook to it that it's like you don't want to put the book down. All the records I've done with Magna Carta are all really different, and I do them for different reasons. I get hired for that because it's really difficult music. I kind of appreciate the challenge of that, and kind of enjoy getting through it and testing myself and seeing if I can pull something off, or how good I can play, something. To be able to express myself in that kind of context was really meaningful to me.